After more than a decade of silence, Barney the dinosaur just dropped a brand new album. And yes, I listened to the whole thing, so you don't have to. So is this the big comeback we've been waiting for? Or are we officially in his flop era? Welcome to the Barney Desk. So for starters, the last real Barney album was perfectly platinum back in 2009, and yet technically the Birthday Bash stage tour soundtrack came out in 2011, but only if you physically attended the tour, so good luck finding that anywhere else besides a few YouTube videos. Barney and Friends finally ended in 2010, and right after that, Mattel swooped in and bought the brand, and immediately they started doing such incredible things like this, and even just masterpieces all around. But in 2023, they finally tightened the screws and brought the Barnosaur back for a new generation. They kicked it off with a social media video of Barney talking about how he hasn't seen us in a long time. It was cute, but eager fans instantly noticed that Barney sounded a little different.
Hi friends, it's me, Barney. Isn't it nice how some things are still true, even when you're all grown up?
He definitely didn't sound like Dean Went, who voiced him for the entire back half of the show.
Did you have a good time on our trip? It's always fun to travel with the people you love.
Instead, he sounded a lot closer to Bob West, Barney's original voice actor and the voice you'd probably associate with the character.
Oh, hi there! Oh boy! Hi everybody!
And no, before anyone gets excited, it wasn't Bob, even though Bob is alive and well and still does the voice impeccably.
This is Barney, and this is what he sounded like.
The new voice was actually Corey Durham, a younger impressionist slash voice actor who used to post Barney impressions with plush toys, and people genuinely loved him. And I'll give Corey his flowers here. Between this clip and the skits they'd release afterwards, he's pretty good. My only critique is that sometimes he sounds a little bit flat or overly tuned, but let's be honest, that's probably just Mattel being Mattel. We all know how great their creative direction is. So with the relaunch underway and the CGI series finally being quietly put out of its misery, Barney is back in classic form. And that brings us to today, a brand new Barney album. A Christmas album. Okay, well, we already have a Barney Christmas album, but surely this one is full of entirely new original songs, and it isn't redundant at all, right? Let's talk about the cover first. Over a decade of silence, and this is what we came up with. This simple red and green background, basic logo, and the second most overused Barney image of all time. If you're wondering what the first is, by the way, check out my video on the most infamous Barney images in the top right. Also, this Photoshop Santa hat is odd to me because the pom-pom should definitely be behind Barney's head. That doesn't make sense, whatever. It looks like the whole cover was thrown together in about 2 hours. But hey, we don't judge a book by its cover. Unless the cover has a purple frog on it, in which case all the bets are off. Anyways, let's talk about the songs. I'll be trying to show somewhat related visuals because this is just an album with like no video content, so that's what you're gonna get. We've got a very standard lineup here, like aggressively standard, and none of the Barney exclusive winter songs. No Winter's Wonderful, no I Love the Holidays, not even a Christmassy version of I Love You. That's really a shame. It's basically all public domain Christmas music because I'm guessing Mattel didn't feel like dealing with royalties for anything original. We kick off with We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and Barney immediately jump scares us with
Hi friends!
Modern Barney is just obsessed with that phrase. What actually surprised me is that there are backing vocals, and you, my beautiful special viewer, might assume that means Baby Bop and BJ are present on this album. But no, we live in the worst timeline, it's just some kid choir vocals. Instrumentally, the song is simple, but Christmassy enough, though they keep swapping out lyrics like True Love or Kin and replacing them with Friend.
Good tidings we bring to you and your friends.
Sure, okay. Jingle Bells is actually a step up here. It's got more rhythm, it's got a bit of those DJ scratches, a steady beat, like they tried something. They put in like 10% of effort this time as opposed to 5%. What's becoming really clear to me though is that Corey is singing in the Barney voice, not singing as Barney.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
There's no oomph, there's no character-driven excitement. It's like Bob West's voice mixed with Dean Went's flatness. Sometimes he even slips into a little bit of Duncan Brandon with that light nasally falsetto. And I'm sure that's Mattel's direction, so I don't blame Corey at all. He's just doing what he's told. Moving on to Oh Christmas Tree, it's pretty much a slog, just an acoustic guitar, it's kind of sleepy, but 12 Days of Christmas brings things back up with a little more energy. They replaced True Love with Good Friend here. That's just so odd. Like, I could sort of see if I squint why they did it to make it more, I guess, familiar to the Barney character, but like, these are Christmas songs. They have old-timey lyrics. So does Jingle Bells. So does Oh Christmas Tree. So I don't think it's a necessary change, but you know, you do you. This song probably sounds the most like something you'd hear in an actual Barney Christmas video, probably because the kids get more individual lines, whoever these kids are, and Barney sounds kind of closer to his lyric era voice. Like, it's still missing the excitement, but it's decent. Then we hit track 5, Toyland. This song is so unbelievably funny to me. Maybe it's because I'm Canadian or something, but like, I've never heard of this before in my life. Honestly, that might have been a blessing, because hearing it for the first time now makes it even funnier. It's another slow track, but every lyric is broken up by these long pauses, and combined with the flattish delivery, it sounds like a robot song.
Toyland, Toyland, little girl and boy land.
What are we doing? What is this song, bro? Can we make Toyland the new Barney meme?
Toy, 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 land, land, land.
Alright, before we get to the final track and the actual verdict, if you enjoy these deep dives into the legacy of the Barney brand, consider joining the Deskies. We have an awesome community here, and channel memberships genuinely help me make more videos like this. You get early access, behind the scenes stuff, members only videos, and literally so many extra goodies, and you can get it all for even less of the amount of money Mattel puts into Barney, which we know isn't a lot. Hit the join button if you want to learn more and support the channel. Back to the album. Finally, we close it out with a reprise of We Wish You Merry Christmas. This album is like 6 songs. Did we need a reprise? Anyway, it sounds like a late 2010s Chuck E. Cheese music video instrumental. That's the best way I can describe it. It's more upbeat with some electric guitar, but somehow it's still very slow. This entire album was produced on whatever planet speed does not exist on. So, is this album awful? No, it's fine. It's passable. It's the kind of thing you throw on for your kids while you're decorating the tree, and it triggers the smallest flicker of nostalgia in your brain because you watched Barney when you were 4, and Mattel knows exactly how to milk that. It's not offensively bad, but it definitely lacks the magic and charm of an authentic Barney album. There's no warmth to it. It feels very calculated and corporate. Corey, for the record, is doing his best, and like a lot of us in the community, he's a real fan. Fundamentally, he gets Barney's voice. He has the right foundation, but he isn't being directed to go beyond that. He's not being pushed into the full performance side, like, the emotions, the warmth, the character choices. Like I said earlier in the video, he's singing in a Barney voice, not singing as Barney. And like we've heard Corey do a really good Barney voice before, like in the skits. I don't know, Mattel needs to let him cook. I'd like to bet that this album was originally intended to be a Barney's World tie-in with Jonathan Langdon, and then someone at Mattel panicked and was like, no, switch it back to classic Barney because they're trying to quietly bury the reboot. If you want the real spirit of Barney at the holidays, go watch one of the Christmas specials, or listen to the Christmas album, or even watch Barney in the Macy's Parade. I actually just made a video on Barney in the Macy's Parade, so if you want to check that out, it's up in the top right. But anyway, all of those feel like authentically Christmassy Barney spirit. This one feels like Barney with a TM next to it. If Barney ever drops another album, real, original, or otherwise, you'll already know I'll be here to cover it. I have my real Christmas video for you guys coming soon next week, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss it. It's gonna be great, I promise. As always, I've been the Barney Desk, and thanks for watching.